Welcome to the channel, you guys. My name is Kitty. If this is your first time being here, so glad that you made it. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ding the notification bell as well so you don't miss out when I post videos. If this is not your first time being here, you guys, what is up? Sending lots of love your way, lots of hugs, big love your way. Catch it and receive it is for you. Hoping that this video finds you in good health, high spirits, and just lightheartedness. So if you notice that my forehead is a little glossy, I'm in the kitchen. It is a little bit warm in here, but we also are dealing with a very hot topic. I hope this weekend was really good for you guys. I know I went to Saturday, I went to a baby shower, and oh my gosh, this is my first time going to a baby shower. It was super cool. And yeah, congratulations to her. Oh, well, I won't share her good news, but yeah, she got a book coming out, you guys. You are going to want to read it. Speaking of books, I do have my 3 books here to help you with the pile selection today. I have my Talking to Myself book, How I Said No to the Past and Took Control Over My Life. True story, you guys. This is also my very first book that I published. So this is, yeah, Talking to Myself. But yeah, the next book I have here is my Inner Child workbook. It's like thicker and smaller than the very first book. But yes, you guys, when I did this book, it was just because I was thinking, like, I wish I had a workbook like this to where I can just get back in tune with the part of myself that loves to love, just because, you know, the loving part of myself that's just very, you know, innocent. And, you know, the Inner Child workbook really gets you back in that aspect, and it starts to really make you think, like, oh yeah, I forgot, I really used to love doing double dutch. I really love playing hopscotch and 4 squares and Connect 4, and you know, you really get into that, and it really makes you feel like happy, because it's like you're connecting with yourself. You're acknowledging that that part of you exists and is still there, you know. So there's that. And all these books are available to you. Just go on my website. The link is in the description box below. I'll even have it written here so that you can like check that out further. And then I have finally the Dance with Your Shadow workbook, and this is a shadow workbook. Many people, when they hear that, for some reason it sounds like spooky and scary, and it's not really spooky and scary. You're just really exploring your dark side. And I know that sounds like woo, but it's really not. Like, you're exploring things that, yes, would trigger you, you know, and that's what makes it so scary, because it's like nobody wants to re-experience these waves of emotions that we work so hard to bury and suppress. But the importance of uncovering these layers of you and pretty much basically destroying them, or, you know, integrating with them, so that you can uncover your hidden talents, so that you can uncover your real truth, so that you can push past the barriers that are in front of you, or, you know, and basically at the end of all that, you just want to recognize, like, yes, this is affecting me. This has been affecting me. What can I do differently? How can I react to this differently? And, you know, Dance with Your Shadow really asks the questions that, you know, like, when is the last time you felt safe to express? When is the last time you allowed yourself to, you know, do things that you want to do? Like, oh, for example, like, if you feel the urge to dance in a store, you know, but because everybody is watching you, like, no, I don't want to look like this, I don't want to look a certain way. Or if someone like bumps into you, okay, if someone bumps into you and you know, it's on them, it's their fault, you know, for whatever reason. Maybe they was looking at your phone, they was looking at their phone, and they bumped you, and your first reaction is like, excuse you, where you just bumped me, like, excuse you, you know. And then they turn around and say, I'm sorry, but you don't do that. You probably be the one to apologize, or you just keep your head low and act like you didn't just get bumped. And that's because, like, maybe as a child you were told, like, you know, to hold your tongue in certain situations. So you're really conflicted in that area, and that's where shadow work comes in, okay? And all doing inner child work and shadow work both comes with so many perks and so many like eye-opening things. Like, you'll be more aware of yourself, aware of your trauma, aware of your triggers, and not only will you be aware, you'll be able to do things differently, which will in turn make you feel differently. You'll be able to appreciate yourself more, and you'll be able to see like, God damn, I've been through so much and here I am. But this video this tarot video is going to be a video I've been seeing 9/11 a lot, okay? I've been seeing that on the clock all the time. I've been seeing it in the morning, I've been seeing it at night, I've been, you know, seeing it, as well as 555, 55, or the number 5, which deals with changes, which deals with being flexible to change, with being, you know, like preparing for a change, because endings are approaching, conclusions are within reach, and endings and beginnings are happening. So a lot of us are in the process of transitioning, where we are letting go, or where things are releasing or leaving our life, and we are in that period of change. We are in the chapter of change, and there is a whole shift going on so many different levels. So with that being said, the back of the deck energy is to hydrate. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Make sure you are taking care of your organs, because when you are hydrated, your organs are hydrated and they are functioning optimally. Make sure that you are also spending time with Mother Nature, doing your deep breaths, really playing in water, cleansing in water, and just know like the changes that you are personally going through is something that you are guided toward, okay? You're not going at it alone. You're being guided through these changes, through these shifts that are in your life. You are being led in the right direction. So if it feels like it feels uncomfortable, it's because you are moving out of your comfort zone. Okay, you are going to be doing things differently, and you're going to be required, more so on a spiritual level, to be doing different things. Or maybe if you're getting promotions, you're just going to be required to do different things. So prepare to step outside of your comfort zone, because regardless of whether you like it or not, the change is coming, the change is happening. And so, you know, a lot of you have been praying for change. You've been praying for a sign. You've been praying for the things. So make sure that you are paying attention to your intuition and paying attention to the signs that have been presenting themselves to you. And make sure that you are blessing your water. This card says here, I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destined life, okay? So you are moving on your path, like your destiny, like this is like divine timing. Like, you know, like when we say like things are going to happen in divine timing, the changes that are taking place in your life right now is meant to happen. This is all on divine timing. So this is happening accordingly, okay, according to spirit. So I am also going to be pulling out of my word bag as well. So we have 3 piles. I just showed you while I flipped the book, but we're going to take our 3 deep breaths. Alright, flower buds. So we're going to take our 3 deep mindful breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Alright, you guys, I'm going to give you a second to choose pile number 1, 2, or 3. Remember to choose with your intuition. If more than one calls out to you, that is perfectly okay. Alright, you guys, I'm going to start if you chose any of the... Hey, pile number 1. Pile number 1, you know what song just came in my head? Sexy, can I just put in my manners? Girl, how you shake it? Gotta play it like, oh, it's a Kodak moment. Let me go and get my camera. All I wanna know is... Y'all know that song by Ray J? Y'all probably like it, or maybe listen to it because there's a message in there, or maybe you like to dance to it. But yeah, let's see. Okay, so the shadow work question for you is, what do you blame yourself for and why? And what do you feel guilty about? Why? So that was your shadow work question. Again, check the description box for this book if you're interested in it. Other than that, let's jump right into your cards. So this is going to tell me what is ending in your, what conclusions are within reach. Okay, so when I see this Celtic card here and authority figures and Egypt, so with this Celtic card right here, I'm thinking about health. Like, okay, I feel like you're like, maybe you were stressed out about a court situation or something like that, like something involving authority figures, maybe like a court case, or you was just stressed out about maybe getting a ticket, or just being stressed out about maybe things not going in your favor. And when I see Egypt, I'm thinking like, yeah, so the ending of a stressful situation I'm seeing. So maybe this has to do with like I said, a court case or a court battle or a case battle, whatever you call those, custody battles, or you know, just a court case. Okay, so for some of you, if you've been dealing with like a court case, maybe your court case is going to be dismissed. Some of you guys have been stressing over a court case, or just thinking, or something about, okay, so for some of you guys, I'm thinking about like a health case, or I mean not a health, yeah, a health case. Your health is about, you're about to hear good news about your health. For some of you, you guys are going to have a court case dismissed, or a court case go in your favor. For some of you guys, you're about to come out of a dark space and find your light. So that's the dark situation that I'm seeing here, you guys. Let me know in the comment section if that made sense to you, or if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah. But to the, I'm going back to, you know, the Dance with Your Shadow workbook. This is about integrating your shadow, bringing light to your shadow. So maybe you guys come from like a divorce where your family like is like, you know, y'all know what a divorce is. This message is pretty choppy, so I do apologize if it doesn't, like, I don't know. But yeah, so like for some of you guys are taking back your power. Like, so for example, if you felt like your mother was like super controlling and controlled your life and dictated where you went and what, you know, which direction your life is going to take, you guys are taking back your power. You guys are claiming back your power. Like, I'm tired of, you know, I'm tired of giving my power away. I'm tired of my mother, you know, dictating who is what and what is who. You know, and you've been like praying and just, you've been praying for forgiveness maybe. Okay, and I'm hearing like wish granted for you as well. So yeah, let me know, like I said, in the comment section if that made sense for you guys. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here for the conclusions that are coming to an end within your life. Yeah, I'm seeing that you are coming into a place of forgiveness, whether you're asking for somebody's forgiveness or someone's asking for your forgiveness, or you're just about to be at peace with the situation. Like, you're about to feel recharged because you're taking your power back. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so, and then I asked, what is coming into your life? What is replacing this Okay, and then you have the King of Earth. So this is the authority figures as well. So I'm going to read up on that in the Chrome. So yeah, you guys are going to be receiving a message. So look out for that too with that bird here. And that message could be like an actual message, or that message could be in the form of like a spiritual message, like a spiritual download, like where you're going to be for certain of which direction you need to take, or you're going to be for certain on what action to take. So yeah. Okay, you have the Great Severing. Okay, then you have deep cellular healing. Okay, so let me read the King of Earth for you guys. This King of Earth here is talking about taking pride in your accomplishments. Okay, this is talking about being satisfied with your life. Okay, because you have every reason to be. Everything you touch turns to gold. Okay, I do see like, oh, okay, look at this. Everything you touch turns to gold, like Rumpelstiltskin, like a spinner of straw into gold. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, this is talking about your kingdom being secure and your people are happy and prosperous. That is, I like to hear that. That was like a a term for the greater, okay? But yeah, this is talking about too, to honor your process. Like, you've been through like so much to get to where you are right now, so honor your process. Okay, the King of Earth is not afraid to be open or candid because he has no insecurity or emotional baggage to feed doubts and fears. He is only willing to share, he is only too willing to share in his success and gives advice and guidance without hesitation when asked. He does not fear that doing so will give rise to a competitor or rival. He believes that everyone is entitled to the same opportunities. He is clear-minded and reliable, someone you can trust and depend on. So this is a really good card, okay? So this card is also telling you to rejoice in your successes. Like, seriously, while you can choose your moments and be respectful of others' feelings, the King of Earth suggests that you have every right to celebrate your achievements and take pride in your accomplishments. If you have the resources and means to enjoy yourself, then do so. Yeah, okay, this was like in reverse, so maybe you like holding yourself back from going on a trip. Or maybe a trip being delayed too. Take that how it resonates, you guys. There's a couple of messages here. But if you have the resources, yes, definitely. Like, there is no need to ask anyone for permission or blessing. This is, after all, why you have worked so hard. This also symbolizes the need to take a methodical approach that you know will work for you. At this time, do not deviate or take a chance on trying something new. Do not allow the opinions of others to sway you either. Instead, trust your usual process, especially if it has always worked for you in the past. The Crone is about being gentle with yourself too. Be unapologetic. And this is all talking about like respecting your elders, okay? Be unafraid to walk in your path. Okay. This, yes, like you could be like someone who is very mature, maybe young and mature, or just, you can even be older too, and just very mature, like how you have a lot of wisdom within you just based off of your experience. You can, maybe sometimes you are depicted as cruel, hard, wicked, or selfish. Okay, in this type of that could be you as well. But I'm also seeing like a gentleness and a very genuine kindness too. Yeah, this is someone who is being in their prime. So this is a prime time for you to step out of your comfort zone. Okay, embracing your true power and potential. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Like, you taking your energy back. You are taking it back. That's what we like to see. This great severing. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Like, yeah. And it was in reverse, but that could be because like you're not there yet, you're not ready yet. Maybe you're not ready to forgive your mother or forgive your situation or your life circumstances. And that's what we need to work on. That's why you had that shadow workbook. This is all about like exploring your triggers and coming to a place where you are accepting of it and doing better moving forward in your life. Because we can either be victims of our circumstances or someone who went through something and overcame something in the process. Someone who understands that healing is necessary. And I feel like you are coming into being able to physically and emotionally heal. And I feel like that will happen when you learn to forgive and accept that which we cannot change. Okay, we cannot change the past. We cannot change the fact that maybe you were going to go on a trip a couple years ago and it didn't work out yet. Okay. I'm not saying that the things that you lost, and allow yourself to grieve your losses, but just don't get hung up. The problem comes when we get hung up in old emotions. We get hung up in what didn't go right. We need to explore that and pick out where we made the mistake, where things went, where did we make that, where did we make that left when we were supposed to make that right? Where did we go wrong? Okay, and how can we fix it moving forward? That's where you need to be focused. Your mind needs to be focused on, where do I go from here positively? Okay, sever how you feel about the past, because you are not that same person anymore. Okay, you are not that same teenager that you were. You don't even think like that person, because you ever do self-reflection and have a moment where you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that, because you're not that same person anymore. You have learned from that mistake. Okay, the mistakes are necessary. So let's look into your self-care, the self-care that will carry you through this period of change. And you have positive affirmations, which is allowing you to be gentle with yourself, watching how you talk to yourself, being kind to yourself, and really taking moments to nurture yourself. And then you have sync with the moon, because on certain moon phases, like for example the waning crescent, that is a time of releasing and letting go. So if you're syncing with the moon, you're doing little rituals. They don't have to be big, outlandish rituals. Just do a little bit of something, okay? Write down what you want to let go. Write down what you want to release. Write down also what you want to take its place, okay? So, that was a lot, you guys. But that is what's ending in your life and what's coming into your life. What's taking its place. Okay. You are letting go of fear, or you're working toward letting go of fear, or that's something that you need to work on, as well as tuning into your sacral chakra, with him being orange there. Humiliated, letting go of humiliation, letting go of rejection, letting go of the feeling of worthlessness, releasing your insecurities and coming to a point where you know, or where you feel more worthy. Okay, because it's okay to be scared, but it's not okay to stop what you're doing just because you're scared. You got to push through that. You got to work through that. Okay? And you have healer. You could be the healer. Maybe you need to seek out a healer that will help you work through these emotions. Now, a healer could be an energy healer. A healer could also be a therapist, or someone who, heals you, or you could be the healer taking on different things. But when you focus on the good gets better. Don't focus on the loss, focus on the gains. So that's what I have for you, pile number 1. Like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely comment, let me know that you watched, let me know that it was helpful, and anything else that you would like to comment. Okay, pile number 2, if you chose this inner child workbook, a little bit, so we got some space. So I'm just going to randomly pick a page. Okay. So for you, your question is, when I was younger, what or who did I want to become? Then you have, what do I like to do for fun? Something that you can think about, you guys, to really get you in tune with your younger self, get you a little bit closer with knowing yourself. So let's look at the cards to see what is concluding in your life, what changes are concluding, what things are ending into your life. You have finances, and you have ships in reverse. We have a nightmare penguin, convulsion of nature, book of spells, radius options, swordsman minister. Okay, so what is leaving your life? Pile number 2. So pile number 2, what is leaving your life is a lot of inner conflict. A lot of inner conflict I'm seeing. Mostly about like your finances and what you're capable of doing. Okay, like there's the you clash with yourself a lot because there are things that you want to do, and then the same things that you want to do or feel that you need to do, fear sort of takes control. And then there's that clash. Like, this is what I want to do, but you know, then there's that clash of fear. There's also that clash of imposed responsibilities. Okay, I don't impose responsibilities. What is that? What do you mean by that, Spirit? Oh, okay, like when you take on like too much, like you're trying to do too much of the wrong things. Like, you know what I'm saying, you guys? So, like for example, okay, and 2, like you're gonna be like you're spending too, like what you're spending, you're gonna be like, okay, no, this is not, like, this is pointless, I don't know why I'm buying this. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're like weighing, I'm seeing like someone like weighing like the good and the bad of, should I buy this, or is this really worth me buying? That's what I'm saying too. Like, should I take that trip? I'm seeing like you being more in tune with like what you're spending, like how is it affecting the nature, like how is it affecting Mother Nature, and how is it affecting your own energy? Because it's like, you know, like it's sort of like when you buy something and it makes you feel really, really good, it makes you feel like too cocky. I don't know, like I'm seeing this pile is like back and forth, because it's like, what is back and forth, because it's like you don't know what you want to do, and then like you're sort of like a force to be reckoned with once your mind is set on something. But you do have this like conflict with yourself. And how does that relate to your inner child? Maybe you have that conflict where you're like, you're just letting go of a lot of burdens that you had tied to your finances. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm mostly seeing. Okay, and then I just opened the book again. We have, what am I blaming or judging? What am I blaming, shaming, or judging myself for? And then I want to forgive myself so that I can feel, you fill in the blank. Okay, because yeah, like I said, there is clashing there. Maybe you like going back, like regretting some, like regretting the things that you spent money on. Like you're just like, you know what, I'll take that as a loss. Like, you know, you guys, I hope this is making sense. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, but the conclusions that are ending, the endings are like because this ship is in reverse over the finances. So what I'm getting for this is like, this could even be like your lack mentality is shifting. So it could be like a shift in your mentality, or just a shift in the way you handle your money. That's what you're coming up out of. All right, and so then I asked like, what is coming into your life? because this is leaving your life, which is good, because that lack mindset is definitely like in the way of your growth. It was creating like such conflict, you know, because it's like, yeah, what's coming into your life is the 7 of Air. Gaining that clarity. Oh, knowledge in reverse. We're about to find out about that. Okay. Star Keeper and a new earth. So I'm gonna look up these cards for you guys. We have, so yeah, you guys, like I said, this is about gaining clarity on your finances, like, so, and then he has a book here. This is about knowledge and studying, and really expanding what you know, especially when it comes to finances. Maybe learning about budgeting, or taking a business class, or maybe taking an accounting class, or learning about, you know, learning different ways to invest your money, learning different ways to budget. You know, that's what I'm saying for this pal. Like, that's what you need to be learning, or that's what you're about to, that's what you're coming into, like a new way of viewing your money, you know, a new way of handling your finances. Okay, let's see though. We're gonna read up on that knowledge in reverse. So this represents learning gone airy, or awry, I don't know. It is knowledge that is imposed, that is not factual or accurate. This is knowledge that indoctrinates. It is knowledge that does not empower, but instead subjugates and imprisons. The knowledge is found in religion. Okay, this is sort of too, like, if you grew up thinking like money was the root of all evil, or you have, you know, where money is sort of like when you got money, you got problems, you know, like that, like more money, more problems. When you have that type of mindset, or like anything that sort of relates under that as well. Religion, culture, and traditions that no longer have a place in our modern world. Are you impeding your own development by blindly following what you've been told to believe? Look to what you've been taught by others and question it. There are traditions that honor and traditions that dishonor. There is knowledge that impedes and restricts, and knowledge that sets you free and empowers. The knowledge card reverse represents the necessity of learning the difference and having the courage to defy tradition and relegate old paradigms to the past. Okay, you guys, so yeah. Then we have what else is coming to you. Okay, look, it says it's happening. Keep holding the vision. Being that it was in reverse, so like I said, there's that conflict there. And so in the moments of conflict, we even have a spider here. Okay, this is a reminder that you weave your own destiny. You don't have to be a slave to the past. You don't have to be, you know, a slave to your family lineage either. But yes, a new earth, it's happening. Keep holding your vision. So the change is happening. You might can't see anything right now, but just know, just keep going for, you know, just keep planning, keep budgeting, keep working, keep doing things, keep taking those positive steps in you know, those positive steps are the right direction that you're taking. Star Keeper, cosmic ancestors, see the light by staying grounded. Yes, you've been feeling like you're drowning in debt, or drowning in frustration, but it's like you need to ground yourself. Okay, you need to go out into nature, or you just need to sit on the ground and just ground yourself. And then I looked, and then I asked the self-care that will be most beneficial right now for you during this period of transformation and change. And you have abundance planning. Plan for your money. How much are you spending? How much are you putting away? How much are you investing? How much are you giving to charity? Or, you know, like, where is your money going? What are your expenses? This says in the book, it says living expenses, educational, business, you know, self-development, savings. How much is in your savings? How much are you saving to travel? You know, what are you doing that's for free? You know, write these things down. Keep track of your finances. Don't shop when you're hungry, okay? You know, just do like little notes, you know, write things down. Okay, abundance planning. And connect with crystals. Okay, I have a page in this inner child workbook too that mentions some crystals. Rose quartz is one of them. Let's see what else I have here. I have rose quartz, clear quartz, red jasper, lapis lazuli, aventurine, and selenite. Red jasper is also good for the root chakra. I love red jasper. Oh my god, it is really good for relationships as well. It's really good for, it's a grounding stone, so I definitely love red jasper personally. Rose quartz is also good. It's if you want to be very gentle with yourself or you want a gentle crystal, I would say rose quartz. Rose quartz is really good. I personally like that. But yes, you guys, now I'm going to pull some word cards for you. Okay, you could be a water sign. You don't have to be, but you could be. There's a lot of water there. But observing, emotional, deep feeling, intuitive, psychic, nurturers, private, artistic. Okay. Alright. Okay. 2. What house? I think, okay, 2, the house that deals with finances. Wow, guys, so I looked at the clock. I looked at my phone and it says 444. Can y'all see that? Y'all probably cannot, but it is definitely 444. 444, y'all see that? Yes, so yeah, you guys look up 444, angel message 444. But your second house, in, if you know anything about astrology, or well, not really astrology, but your birth chart, your second house deals with your finances. So definitely you may have a water sign in your second house. You don't have to, but you could be a water sign or have water placements. But yes, this says think different. Yep, Stone Age. You're just literally like sort of like living in the past, or just holding on to old traditions, old traditional values that don't do anything besides hurt you. Like, money is not the root of all evil. Maybe it was back then, but we need money for rent, for food, for utilities, for gas. Money is a necessity, but you don't, that doesn't mean you have to, you know, like chase it with your, like a chicken with your hair cut off, and like do all this crazy stuff. But yeah, you know, yeah, your traditional values, maybe you need to check into that. Okay, so do not let the behaviors of others destroy your inner peace. Okay, what else I say? Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. Yeah, you guys. Yeah, look, hell yeah, you gotta hell yeah, you guys. Do that abundant planning. When one forgives, 2 souls are set free. Think about it. That's very powerful, especially when I'm thinking about the inner child. And yeah, and the questions that I asked you in the beginning when I first pulled out the book, like, wow, what else do we have? Oh my gosh, I literally flipped to this page earlier and I just flipped to it again. What am I blaming, shaming, or judging myself for? I want to forgive myself so that I can feel. What do you want to feel? Why do you want to forgive yourself? Yes, answer that. Believe in yourself. And then you, oh my gosh, look, this says I want to forgive myself so that I can feel, right? This is talking about what are you blaming yourself and stuff like that for. And I was talking about, this says forgive. When you forgive, 2 souls are set free. And this says forgive yourself first. Release the need to replay a negative situation over and over again in your mind. Don't become a hostage to your past by always reviewing your mistakes. Don't remind yourself of what should have, could have, would have been. Release it, let it go, and move on. That's what I have for you, pile number 2. Let me know down in the comments if that made sense to you, or if you got something from it, let me know. Or if you just simply watched it, leave me a lotus, let me know. And finally, pile number 3, if you chose talking to myself. Alright. Okay. So this says, I wished for success, but I was afraid to be successful. I sabotaged myself for so long. I convinced myself the world was against me, like everyone else. Does that sound like you too? And then my past mentality was no to self, get rich or die trying. What is success? I grew up poor. We got evicted. Parents argued. They seriously could not stand to be in the same room with one another for too long. In and out of shelters, parents manhandling their substances, aka alcoholic and addict. The list goes on, but the point I am getting at is because of this, I developed a lack mentality. Instead of, look at that lack mentality confirmation. Whereas I developed a lack mentality. Instead of going after my dreams and desires for the love of helping someone in need, I started chasing money. I started searching for get-rich solutions. Needless to say, not only did they not work, in the process, I myself got scammed and felt no sense of satisfaction. Something had to change. I just was not sure exactly what that was. What needed to change? My mentality, of course, the way I think, what I think, how I feel, especially towards success and money. So the question that I have here is, tell me, how do you feel about money right now? Try not to think so hard and be honest. And then I'm going to finish here. Being that I came from a poor background, my mentality formed the habit of thinking that getting money, having a lot of money, was not only outside of my reach, but it would take so much struggling to even come close, or maybe sell my soul. Psych, I held religious beliefs against that. I would not ever. I love my soul even when I hated myself. And this is talking about when I was religion, when I held that religious belief. Yeah, so my religious belief was like, oh, you know, like, don't sell your soul, like, don't chase money. You know, I come from that type of thing, and if you read the book, you know, you would know a little bit about that. But yes, so if you're interested in getting that book, then definitely check out the description box below. So let's look at what you are coming out of, what is leaving your life. Okay, you could be moving. Okay. 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 Okay, you guys. Okay. So, what is leaving your life is a lot of toxic things, toxic people, toxic thoughts, toxic way of speaking. You are about to sort of get like a cleansing to a certain extent. I feel like your faith is about to be restored on a certain level. I feel like you're about to realize your own power, and I feel like too you're about to realize like you're about to be sort of like in unity, because when I'm thinking about talking to myself, when I'm thinking about the book Talking to Myself, it's about how I started working towards changing in my own life by saying these positive affirmations, by convincing myself, by, you know, coming to the conclusion that I have to be responsible for me. And I feel like that's what's happening with this pile, is you are standing up for you're coming out of being the victim, okay? And I feel like, you know, like your living situation is about to improve as well, or about to change, because the communal living is when things are close, when things are, you know, like poor, sort of like, you know, that poor type, okay? And you're about to stop feeling helpless and start feeling empowered. That's what you're coming out of, okay? So just right now, you're like, you used to give your power away, you know, you used to get in situations that betrayed you, you know, and it's given situations where like I know better, where you're putting yourself on hold, where you're locking yourself up in isolation, where you're speaking to yourself very nasty, very toxic like. And let's see what's coming into your life. Okay, we have the Father in reverse, and then we have the 8 of Water. We have the child of the cosmos, and we have all paths lead home. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to look up the Father. So, we have the Father, which was in reverse. When the Father appears in the reverse position, it suggests attitudes toward gender roles may need an update. The time when the Father was sole Lord and master of his domain is long past. Today, that rule is shared. No longer are there set roles for the father and mother within the household. A committed union between two loving people is a partnership in which all responsibilities and duties are shared, and not in a gender-specific manner. That was a lot. It is just as much the man's role to keep the house clean and ordered state as it is the woman's. If you are a man receiving this card and the dishes need to be done and ironing is piling up, do not look to your partner, do it yourself. Okay, if you are a woman receiving this card, remember, if the tap washers need changing, do not look to your partner, do it yourself. If you are a parent with children, make sure to teach your daughters how to mow the lawn, change the tap washer, and fix the car. Teach your sons how to cook, wash their clothes, and clean the house. Avoid assigning children their chores according to gender. A woman's place is no longer in the kitchen cooking a meal, dusting and polishing, and all that lovely little fluffy wuffy good stuff. The Father reverse represents gender bias and inequality that is founded. Okay, so you're about to have a whole new way of like seeing people, because I see like with this handshake, you're coming out of being like helpless, so to speak. About to come up on that discipline and that balance, about to find that balance in your life. You know, that's what we like to see. It's all about balance, really. Yeah, so this is talking about having a positive attitude, okay? Showing genuine appreciation for yourself, you know, and understanding that if you are already not happy, more of whatever you think you want will not make you happier. You have to already focus on all the good that's in your life and question any unnecessary desire for more. Like, all paths lead home. So when you think that you're on the wrong path, or this can't be it, this can't be really for me, know that there is a reason why you are there. There is a reason why that is happening, and it could very well be of your own doing. Okay, so we have child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. So go within, meditate, unlock your potential by finding your potential in meditation. When things are feeling chaotic and too much for you, when you feel like you're having this tower moment, it is important to go within, to meditate, to find that peace and stillness within yourself, because you will not find it outside of yourself. You will not find peace if you are not already at peace with yourself. Like, a new place won't change that. Okay, so we have clear your energy field and soak in a bath. Okay, 2 different ways to clear your energy field. One is by smoke, one is by water. You can do both as well, but this is like clear your energy field. Say that prayer over you, clear your energy field, clear whatever needs to go emotionally, clear that heavy energy. Okay, and I'm gonna pull some more cards for you. Ooh, your body is amazing. Your ego is blocking you and getting in the way. So your ego is the part of yourself that, you know, I'm actually going to do a blog on that. So make sure that you are checking out my website and checking out the blogs that are posted on my website as well. But yes, I'm going to do one that's titled, What is Your Ego? But basically, the ego is the part of the ego is you. You are the ego. You are yourself. But your ego is this part of yourself that doesn't really like to be wrong, that doesn't like to be uncomfortable. You know, that's, your ego is you. You know, that part of yourself that's like that. You know, that part of yourself that thinks they know everything, that just wants to be, you know, in charge. Like, I got it. I know how this is gonna end. I know how this is gonna be. You know, that's the ego. The ego just is so resistant to change and so stubborn. Like, things gotta get this bad in order for surrender to happen. Okay? But yeah, the ego your ego just be in the way. You got a big ego. I'm pretty sure we are soulmates. Your ego could be blocking that. Persuasive entrepreneur. Okay. You're a persuasive entrepreneur. Ooh. Are you an entrepreneur artist? Do yourself a favor and forgive yourself. Everything you think you messed up, tell yourself, I am thankful for the lesson I learned, and I forgive myself for the mistakes I made while in the learning process. Then you have sadness and grief. I allow myself to feel sad and to mourn losses. I gently comfort my inner child. That's a big one. And I'm just going to... And then you have trust. I trust the divine intelligence of life. My heart is open. And then you had the magician of faith too. So yeah. And then allow yourself to grieve and, you know, doing things that we have to let go, because it's like, this has been a part of my life. This is who I once was. And so essentially you are losing a part of yourself. So it's definitely okay to grieve. It's definitely okay to feel that, and it's okay to feel what you're feeling, but it's just not okay to stay in that low state. And also too, make sure you find yourself that outlet too, that outlet way of expressing, and it could be in an artistic way. And now I'm just going to randomly, this is this page when I'm talking about how I died and how I came back to life, and that's this page. And so, wow. For you, I feel like that's like, you know, you remembering traumatic experiences and just thinking that's you're reliving certain traumatic experiences. You're revisiting them and reliving the emotion as if it presently happened, because you're like, I don't know, like you're just taking it in as present, and you need to remind yourself, like, no, this isn't me right now. Like, me right now is good. I am abundant in many ways. Yeah, like me right now is good. So you gotta just keep reminding yourself of these things. So that's what I have for you, pile number 3. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if that was helpful down below. Leave me a lotus if you just watched. Leave me a comment if it was helpful for you. Until next time, you guys.